Just called the doctor. Doctor said no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
I was about to say that.
Hello and good morning, everyone. I decided to open the vlog in our bedroom because it's a beautiful place and there's also such great light in front of me. It doesn't matter where you go on the back side of our house. It's just covered with beautiful windows. So lit. Got up, got the kids off to school today. We have had so much rain. Like, that might be the understatement of the year. Literally. Because we're only so far into the year. We've had rain after rain after rain. We've seen flooded houses, flooded yards, flooded everything. I think we've actually been saved by a couple of things as far as our yard goes. When we did our landscaping, we dug this huge trench down this whole side of our house. And I think it has actually saved us. A lot of big things are happening at the house today. I'm so excited because, speaking of rain, there's Brandon out there moving around the pool pump because it can only withstand so much water. You have to move it around, put it in different spots. I put it in another spot earlier. Brandon is out there putting it in another deep spot. Dang it, I should have moved that. I didn't think to. Didn't see it. Dealing with lots of rain here, lots of consequences because of the rain. One thing that is nice today, they are supposed to start our fence. Several of you have asked, are you guys putting a fence in your yard? Problem is we have just been waiting our turn. Now I think it is finally our turn. It's going to come out today. Said the one good part about rain is that it makes it easy to dig the trenches, holes for the posts. Put in the posts first, and of course do everything else that is required. They're going to start that today. We are going with like a dark gray fence. It's really pretty. I believe the one we went with is a Trex, what it's called. It should be great. It should be perfect for what we need and go really well with our house. That's happening today. And another thing that's happening is a company that installs shades, all the lighting buttons. They're going to come out, hopefully finish that. We also have some electrical work that needs to be done. Outlets that need to be put in. Trying to tie up a few things today, get some stuff done. I think it's all coming together. We're all gonna work on it today. It's gonna be awesome. I am ready for some sunshine. Plain and simple. It has been a rough start to January for me. Amazing things that are going on. Like, life is great, but I think sometimes we just need the sunshine. Whatever you feel like coming out. As much as I complain about the sun, these mountains and our backyard is beautiful, so I'll take it. Brandon is still out there. Should we wave to him? You just realized I'm videoing him. Actually have to head out here in just a second because we're starting into the second half of the school year. That means that we are going to be working on the spring fundraiser for the school. So we are having our very first kickoff meeting today. That means we've got to figure out what we're doing. And then this afternoon is full of tumbling and dance and amazing things that go on in the afternoons. It's gonna be an awesome day.
Face is a little rosy because I've been outside and it is cold outside, but it's not too bad, honestly. 40s, which has presented a few problems. I don't know how much Mindy has brought you up to speed, but all of the snow rapidly melting along with a lot of rain. I think I addressed this just briefly in yesterday's vlog. It's creating a lot of pockets of water in different places. So we have a flurry, a furious flurry of activity going on here at the house because we have landscapers on site making sure that everything's draining as it should. We have the roof people here just surveying every inch of the roof, making sure everything is water and airtight as it should be. At the same time, we have a team of electricians coming to finish off all of the Lutron panels, those awesome panels that allow us to control the lights, shades, everything. We had kind of like a temporary setup thrown in until we had our internet hooked up. Got the internet hooked up, and we hit the holidays. Between Christmas, New Year's, just all of that end of year time off that people took, getting back up to speed in the new year. It's been about a week now into the new year. We have everybody, all hands on deck here, getting things tidied up. I am so excited to have full access to some of the features of the home and have some of these things finished up. I believe we were supposed to have the fence starting to go in today. I'm gonna have to double confirm on that because in the cavalcade of contractors coming through the house, I have not seen the fence folks yet. That was pretty good, actually. Very on the spot. Cavalcade of contractors and fence folks. Okay, whatever. Stop being so impressed with yourself. They were going to be putting the posts for the fence. The fence was going to begin to be put in. I don't know if these weather conditions are a good or a bad situation for something like that because it is entirely soft ground. And we were talking like swampland mush because around us, I mean, I don't know how well you can see, but there's no homes. So there's just mud lots. It's just dirt. Nothing's been built on it. And so they are just muddy as can be. You've got this trench that kind of lines the outside rim of our home that keeps some of the water coming from the other lots that have not yet been developed on. But as they go around to put in fence posts, I don't know if it's a good thing that it's just straight mud. They can go in easier, but I don't know how they would stay standing upright in their initial insert into the ground because it is literally just a sopping mess out there. So the rain has been going on for about 2 days straight now, creating a lot of water, actually getting rid of some of the snow, seeing some damage to the landscape, which we're bummed about. But at the same time, the landscaper has assured us he's going to make everything right and there's going to be absolutely nothing that we need to worry about come spring. There's gonna be some trees that may have to be replanted. Thankfully so far, I don't even dare say it out loud, but the papa tree, the Douglas fir, looks to be hanging in there strong, kind of like Pop. That one looks undamaged. It looks like it's doing really, really well. Some of these other things, just some swampy areas that are gonna have to be replaced. Some trees that have been underneath a lot of falling snow coming off the roof that we'll have to relook at. You know what, guys? It's part of the process of moving into the new home, part of the process of having probably one of the most historic winters in Utah history, just pummeling us with everything possible and still coming out pretty clean on the other side. What's nice is that we're able to find some of these issues in very severe conditions, and we'll go ahead and tidy those up. Guess what? Probably will never happen again in our lifetime, but we're prepared if it does. That's what's going on here at the house. Very excited to get the lighting. Little things, guys. Feeling more established, more moved in, more settled. We go into the second week of the new year. We have some big things coming up this month. Some things that kids don't know about, we haven't had a chance to tell you guys about, but they're very exciting. Very exciting. We're excited to reveal to you guys shortly. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for chilling with us. Thanks for being a part of our life, part of this adventure, significant part making all of this possible. We can never thank you guys enough for the joy that you bring to our family and to our lives. Just love sharing all of this with you. We hope you feel a part of it. Hope that your new year is off to a great start. We hope that whatever you've got on the agenda, on the docket, planned in your life, that you're tackling it one piece at a time and weatherproofing your life for the inevitable storms that will come. See how I took the home and turned it into an analogy for life? Really though, tidying up those loose ends in your own life, plugging those holes and leaks might be setting you back, keeping you from achieving something great, just preparing for those storms that you never know when they're gonna come. That was deep, guys. That was deep. I am geeking the freak out about this lighting stuff. We have not even begun to tap into the potential of how cool that thing is. I also found out today they are going to try and get these sport court lights wired and turned on, or at least the ability to turn them on, which there's been a lot of snow and rain, so we haven't been able to shoot hoops, but on the off chance Mindy decides to shovel that off again, we should be able to also do some nighttime basketball. A lot of things going down here at the house. Still don't know about the fence. The lighting stuff is blowing my mind. Fine tuning and tweaking that, but right now, you guys, I've got to run to the doctor. I've got to follow up for my eye. If you recall, there's some swelling in my eyeball, I guess on the front of my eye, so I've been taking some drops for the last few weeks, reduce the swelling, but they did want to do some blood tests, things like that, just to make sure it's not a precursor for other more serious things, some autoimmune issues, some other stuff they want to make sure they stay on top of. Don't want to lose my vision, don't want to miss any indicators that it might be something more serious. I'm headed off to the doctor right now, going to continue to work here at the home. Mom is off at a meeting at the kids' school, getting back into fundraising mode for the kids' school, and then we should all reconvene here. As soon as I get back from the doctor, she'll be home with the kids. Some of this fun stuff with the home continues today.
Went to my meeting at the school, and that was super awesome. That means I'm home, throw my hair up, we're home, we're comfy. Pretty much when I know I'm home for the day, usually get straight into pajamas. In fact, can we all have a round of applause for me because I'm still wearing jeans? Jeans are like the worst. Went to the kids' school, had a great meeting. We have some really, really fun things we're doing at the school. It's gonna be awesome. Making some really fun plans there. Brexit and Krew had tumbling today. You're supposed to be at tumbling.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be at tumbling. Brexy, why are you not at tumbling?
I hurt my wrist at school.
He and a friend, two friends, were playing tag. Brexton was standing on top of a giant piece of ice.
Ice pile.
Ice pile.
In the corner.
So what are we gonna not do tomorrow?
Play on the ice.
Play on the ice. That's a good answer. He went to go get down, sounds like, and he fell.
Yeah, because I was running away, and there was a little divot, and my shoe went in there and tripped, so I tripped and landed on it.
He landed on his wrist. It honestly seems a teeny bit swollen, but mostly swollen right here. Everywhere I touch, like here, he's fine. If I touch here, where it hurts him a little bit. Just called the doctor. Doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
I was about to say that.
The doctor said, keep an eye on it. Do a cold compress. You can do some ibuprofen. Brexton's not using his hand very much. See how it feels in the morning. Anything he's gonna do at tumbling is going to be a back handspring, a round off, a backflip. Those all scream wrist. He's not going today. Hazy's at dance. We're just letting Brex kind of take it easy. He's super sad about it, can you tell?
Yeah.
Letting him take care of his wrist. He's just literally not using it. We'll see how he does.
Sadly, you have to use your wrist for video games, so.
Oh, looks like you're out then. Brexton!
What?
You seem fine.
It still hurts. Just I have to put it at an angle so I can play.
I just don't know there's that bump right there. I don't know. Well, Brexy, it's probably almost time to ice it again. So I was talking with Stephanie, my go-to. I was telling her, I was like, okay, so this is what happened at school. This is what Brexton's feeling. She goes, I sprained my wrist when I was younger and it hurt so bad. Sometimes you just really need the advice from other moms. So I called my mom. I talked to Stephanie. She's like, I would just have him ice it ibuprofen tonight and see how he feels in the morning. That's my game plan so far. I think he honestly honestly seems pretty good, other than he's really not using it a ton. Let's have to see. Like how? I'm in Gamer Central right now. Boys are just having like a little chill afternoon. I mean, they didn't go to tumbling. They've done all of their chores, made their beds, they put their laundry away, did all of those kind of things. Ryler actually did a workout. I mean, things are going pretty well so far. Brandon is off helping his mom. She bought a little piece of furniture and she needed help with the truck and lifting it. So Brandon and Uncle Sean went out to go help her. Off doing some service for their mom. I actually need to go get Hazy here in just a second. And I head off, go pick up her, then come back, make dinner. Hope that tomorrow when Brexton wakes up that his wrist feels better.
I guarantee 150,000% on the.
So you're gonna say 150,000 kills or something.
Hand is totally fine. Rexton,
It does.
you are so busted. Which hand is it? I don't even know which hand it is. Ooh, that actually does look kind of
I'm
limp.
dead.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, my bad. But I was like, dude, you are literally doing Joy-Cons off. Though that's probably the only way you can hold it, huh?
Yeah, it just hurts to press buttons and stuff, but I lightly.
But it's worth it, dude. You gotta power through with the dub.
I might win this.
Might win this, and then it'll feel better, dude. Your emotional muscles will compensate
Emotional damage.
for your physical muscles.
I'm doing so
What are you guys
good.
even doing? Why are
Guys,
you at the pub
There's
table?
7 people left. I don't know.
You have this whole sectional.
Sorry, I just gotta
You guys-
focus.
Is it the pistachios? Is that what drew you to this area?
yeah.
Rexton, can I come
No,
sit right
they
here?
were-
Can I? There's one more seat. Is
Yeah,
there?
grab
Is this
your
seat
seat
taken?
then.
Grab me a seat and chill with the boys. Let's do this.
Just a quick wrap up of probably one of the most active days here at the house that we've had, certainly this year. You get that joke because it's just barely this year, and this is the first time we've had anybody out here working on the house. But something was in the water today. I don't mean the rainwater because that's still coming down. And I'm gonna show you a little update on that because they've installed some more permanent solutions here to keep those window wells in the gym from flooding the house entirely. But I also have an update on this little gem right here for you, and it is huge. It is massive. Stay tuned for that. But we had the lighting guys here. Fence guy never showed up. I think maybe it was just too muddy. Put in the post. Actually, don't know. Just didn't show up. We'll find out what the deal is on that. We had some solutions being made. I don't want to step in any of this with the, oh my gosh, you guys, it's way worse than I thought over here, but they've been doing a lot of work. So check these out. These were actually meant to have these 2 holes in here. They're kind of like, I call it a French drain because I don't know the real word. It's like a bunch of gravel in a circle, and it just wasn't enough to keep the water from filling up because we have just had so much rain lately. And the way they explained it to me is you can tell that it was not flood in the sense that like water was spilling into here or coming from any other place, because then these walls would be wet, there'd be mud poking through these retaining rocks. It's just simply that the water, the ground is so saturated in wetness and moisture that it has nowhere to go, so it starts coming up from the bottom. That's how much rain we've had, you guys. That's how much rain and snow without a single break in the action we have had. There hasn't been a single day to dry this out. It's been wet day after wet day with rain days and days straight. And so this bad boy right here is a permanent pump. Now right now the temporary solution is to string this pipe, whatever you want to call it, out into the ditch that we have that goes around the surface of the property or the area of the property. The perimeter. That's the word, perimeter. See? Kids, stay in school. That will eventually in the spring be dug underneath the ground and go out and released somewhere else. Similarly here, other big window well that was giving us issues now has a permanent pump with a temporary replacement of that pipe. And what else is cool about it is that, I don't even think we told you guys this, but we've been coming out pumping it ourselves with the cover pump from the pool. That's how we get the water out. And now these are obviously automatics, have a little bobber, and then when it gets to a certain water level, just shoots the water out. So we do not have to manage or watch that any longer. So that is a phenomenal solution. Sorry, climbing back through the forest here to give you guys some really big and exciting news. So I'm gonna come up here to the top where, if you recall, we have placed our handprints, the Bingham family prints of party glory. I thought that was a chip in the stairs, but it's not, it's just a rock. Anyways, up here to the tip top where we will have the TIHWB water slide, feature piece of the backyard water park here at the Bingham house. Well, we just got word today, and I don't know what the deal is with today. So much happening today. They're working on the lights on the sport court, lights in the home, landscaping stuff. Cabinet guy was back. They're gonna swap out the candy shelf and the concessions. What else? The roofing guys were here doing the heat tape and snow returns on the roof, which helps to melt and break up the snow as it falls off the roof and collects up there. In the midst of all that, got the text message that the slide will be finished in mid-February. So halfway through February, they will finish construction and building of this water slide. Now these are built back east, and they were shipped on a freighter or on a freight truck, whatever, flatbed, called a flatbed. They're shipped on a flatbed across the country, delivered to the home, and then installed by like crane or something. It's an incredible process. Cannot wait to watch it happen. But the first thing you need is to have it complete. And then we'll get a delivery date, freight schedule, and installation day. But all of that is definitely going to be happening. Oh boy, I don't know if I just jinxed that, but I believe definitely going to be happening before spring, before we open the pool officially for spring break. But the summertime, maybe it doesn't seem as big a deal as it is to us because there was a chance we were worried that it wouldn't happen in time for the spring and summer because these are so far on back order. A resin shortage that has made it take significantly longer, about 6 months to get a slide built. So to get our date of completion on that slide is huge. The fact fact that it's mid-February is amazing, and they will ship it out here, install it. You guys, we will be sliding into that swimming pool this spring break, just in time for Maddie to come home and enjoy it, in time for some super epic, crazy, wild, fun, and awesome spring and summer vlogs. So we cannot wait for that. We're so excited that came together. So I really feel like something about today. It's the second week in January. I think the first week was kind of like that get back into the groove thing, but then today it has just been like full teams of people here at the house, tying up loose ends, taking care of us. It's been phenomenal to see. It's felt great to be so taken care of. Really, it is safe to say that this is by far the most work that has been done on this home this year.
Just went to sweep these rocks out of the way to show you the handprints, but these are not rocks, and they're not Tootsie Rolls either. We have a lot of deer that hang out back here. Back to the B-roll.
Get Clinton, nerd.
Mom whipping up a delicious meal that I've been very excited about for some time now. Amazing chicken sandos.
Sandos.
Are they called that, or you just make that up?
No, they're called.
They're chicken sandwiches. They're kind of like Philly cheesesteaks. Guys, we're wrapping up this day like Brexton's wrapping up his arm.
Yeah,
real nice and tight.
Maybe I'm being a little dramatic. Worried he hasn't used it still, but
Brexy, how are you feeling?
he's gaming, so
Good. Got fourth in Fortnite.
So
Oh my
he's doing
gosh.
pretty good. Your good luck break, wrist, sprain, whatever it is. But honestly, sprains can hurt as bad or worse than
But then it
breaks.
started to hurt, so I stopped playing.
Okay, there you go. Now he's got the ice on it, chilling, got some ibuprofen. He should be good to go. Give you an update on him tomorrow, as well as all the other things going down in the house, because it's a lot, people. You can tell it's a new year.
it's been a lot.
I said it's probably been the most activity we've had here at the home
And the best text message we've gotten this year.
this year. Oh, you did the this year line. That was really good. That
Wait,
was
1, 2, 3.
this
Fifth
year. Oh! Come back this year.
Come back this year. You know what? Why don't you come back tomorrow?
Perfect.
Love you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us today. See you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
If I offer to drive my coffee, I guarantee 150,000%. Also,
You're gonna say 150,000.
yeah, no, I could 100% get like.
Oh, I was going to sneak up on Brexton, whose hand is totally fine.